Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to our poet, how about Shem Shai, Hashem Kadash. Call Halame, how about Shem Shai, Hashem Kadash. That's the nation Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. I want to give the honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all our brothers in MOTB pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all I believe in this gospel. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson. Now, of course, MOT update, right? A couple moves being made, and I'll post this video. You have right now what took place or taking place in the UK with the mandatory digital ID, basically for work, and it's a similar thing is going on all over the world, because get this real quick. It's all about the goal, to ultimately implement the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, as it's written. He calls it all. So the stage is being set, or the trap is being set to prepare the world for living in a society wherein, it's difficult to live without ultimately the chip. So let me just get this real quick. This is Psalms 10, and start 4. Start 3. It says, "For the wicked boasteth up." Start at 1. It says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble?" Because in the day, this what the white man do, or the elites of them, is ultimately the Most High is doing, because that's a fulfilled prophecy. It says, "The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked," which the wicked, according to Malachi 1 verse 4, is referring to the Edomites, which are the so-called warriors today. It says, "For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorred." So him speak about like Klaus Schwab, talk about the fourth industrial revolution, Vision 2030, right? When him plan, says, "The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth them. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, because them push convenience, them push security, right? And push all of these, good saying, as the scripture says, which was dealing with Antiochus, really. Okay. We'll go to the book of Daniel, where it's the same principles followed by the devil. Hold on, so okay. It's not this. See if I said to peace deceive many. I thought it was 417. Hold on there. And get it all the way. Daniel. Daniel Layton 25. Which this can apply to the white man today. Daniel 8:25 it says, and through his policies also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right. So Esau, him apply this, everywhere him go really. Right, come peace, as when we go to even Psalms as well, Psalms 50. This is how Trump deceived the American public. You know, make America great again. Mega people them a ball. Say you're right. Psalms 50 and verse hold on. It's a good one still. Verse 19. It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue from deceit. Same tongue from deceit. This people say, as soon as he born, he go about speaking lies, right? But this is Psalm 55 verse 20. It says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords. So it was he always gonna come on and push convenience and all of that, yeah. But ultimately there's a sinister agenda behind him plan. So back to Psalms 10 and verse 7, it says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret place doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So him come like, for the people. Right, as scripture even say in Revelation 13, right, who basically two horn, one like unto a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. So that's his basically double tongue. Him say one thing, come like him a come in peace, and then do something else. Right, because look at this. The whole agenda with this is the overview. UN goal 16.9 says UN goal 16.9 is to provide the legal identity for all, including birth registration. It says by 2030, as part of the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), this target aims to ensure universal birth registration, which is critical for individuals to access fundamental services, secure decent work, and be included in society. It says what secure decent work, and what excuse them I use in the UK. Can't work without it. You need it for work so they can monitor things, right? And they also call it what? That's the website here. It says target 16.9 by 2030 provide legal identity for all, including birth registration. Says for everybody. Says a universal thing they must set up. Only gonna get this digitally. So when we see the thing want to take place over there in England, right? And lo and behold, see a video here now. Play this.
Full steam ahead in the Caribbean as well, similar to the announcement made by Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Now, migrant workers within the Caribbean and their new open borders policy starting the 1st of October, where Caribbean migrants moving across 4 countries will be required to have a digital ID pinned to a bank account or a digital wallet to work within that respective Caribbean country and their freedom of movement initiative. That is at least those persons.
Which I did some research into this as well. Not sure if this is fully implemented, but we know where they might go eventually, right? Article here. It says from CNW network. Says dated October 1st, 2025. Free movement officially launched across 4 CARICOM nations. CARICOM go back to Caribbean communities. Um, says citizens of 4 Caribbean nations can now live and work freely across each other's borders, following the launch of a landmark free movement agreement that went into effect Wednesday. Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines signed onto the pact, which allows their nationals to relocate um, ident- indefinitely, without visas or work permits. On arrival, have their travelers will have their passport stamped or a digital record made confirming their right to stay. So it's going to be what, yeah, you have a passport or a digital record, but in Barbados we know what they are pushing the digital ID. Is that only Barbados? No, which you can look this up and really go read not much more. It's something going around now. You look it up, information all over the world. But even if you want, you can look up Barbados digital ID. You know, it's supposed to be maybe the website. Says what is the Trident card? Says your new Trident card will replace your existing national ID card with a more secure, right, by piece, durable and attractive card. It is designed to be a tamper resistant with range of visible and invisible secure features. They're supposed to go to the digital one if I'm mistaken. Here it says how how will my Trident card make life better? It says your Trident card will make it easier, faster and safer to access a range of services, and in the future your Trident card will allow you to create a digital ID. A digital ID is an electronic representation of your identity in the same way that your ID card is a physical representation of your identity. It will allow you to prove who you are without being physically present. So like for example, like as the other day stated, like certain websites or push you're gonna need digital identity. So in order to sign up you're gonna need that digital identity. In Jamaica we know it as says benefits of the Trident card. Your Trident card puts you in control of your information. You can of course use your card as identification, but you can also use it to share additional information by using your PIN number. This can allow you to provide additional information to service providers without having to show additional documents. So it will be stored on it. Right, your Trident card makes these transactions easier and more secure. And in Jamaica, we have something known as NIDS. This is a quick AI overview. NID's Jamaica National Identification System is a digital identity system launched in 2024 that provides a secure and unique, see the same thing them I use, a unique way to verify the identity of Jamaican citizens and residents. It assigns a unique national identification number NIN and issues a multiple purpose card to create a central, reliable national database aiming to simplify access to services, improve governance, and foster digital transformation in Jamaica. So it's not no unique thing these people are doing, yo. It's a general thing. It's going all over the world. Right, back to the Trident card. Here it says a digital ID is an electronic representation of your identity. Sorry, I want it down here. Benefits of the Trident card. Your Trident card puts you in control of your information. You can of course use your card as identification, but you can also use it to share additional information. Use your PIN. This can allow you to provide additional information to service provider. Right, it says secure and more secure. Blah blah black sheep.
Ident.gov.bb.
Sorry. So you can look into things and you can know what's actually taking place universal, worldwide, yo. It's a general thing. Right, happening all over the world. So with the whole this as well, with the cross border thing, you see me? It's the same thing being done worldwide. Right? You need identity, right? We say identify each human, so to speak. And also you know, right, the whole cross border thing, right, you can use digital ID, right, once you go in a area. So that's what the brother here going to, right?
Who are coming into Barbados, as Barbados has already mandated a Digital Identity Management Act that capture the biometric data on citizens and permanent residents in the form of a Trident identification digital card. Now, the other Caribbean countries signing on to the Freedom of Movement Initiative are Belize, St. Vincent, Dominica, all of which rolled out pilot projects for their digital ID infrastructure within their respective countries. And there already exists a process for managed migration within the current structures of CARICOM, i.e. the CARICOM Skill Certificate Movement. And as you can see, only...
Yeah, let's stop it there, you know. So I said they can look it up. It's in all the countries them actually doing it. Everybody is getting on board. They ultimately fulfill the main thing. All road leads to the microchip, yo. Revelation 13. Sorry. And 16, and he calls it all. We read 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, for NATO, that the image of the beast should both speak. So that's the system coming to life, yo, playing out. This modern Roman system, yeah. And now them won't tag them slaves. The digital way, modern way. And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't accept this new way of society, you will be ostracized. The enemy of the state, T word, hunted down, locked up, and all of that, yo. Persecuted, killed, ultimately. So does he cause it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So that's where it's going. You know, our road leads to the implantable RFID chip. So you see the system basically put in play. The trap is basically being set. And as we make all this this video that yo, the MOTB trap is being laid, yo. Over the ZF until look out there, giving our praise to Poya Habo Shem Shai Bo Shem Kakadash. The one and two elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the full leg. Shalom.